Welcome back, guys. In this video I'll be showing you how to draw the truncated development for the cylinder. The first step is to draw a rectangle 40 by 60. So I first change my dimension layer or my construction layer. REC for rectangle, enter. Left click 40, 60, enter. And then draw a circle. C for circle, enter. Left click here, then drag to the end. I then draw a line down here, a line here, 20, 20, I would make it 40. Left click here, down 40, 40, enter, enter. Then left click on this, drag, left click and hold, drag here, escape. That's done. The next step is to cut, is to draw these cut here. And this, remember, angles are measured from here all the way around, measured from here all the way around. So this is 180 plus 45 is what? 180 plus 45 is how much? That is 225. 225. So line, activate line, enter. Left click here as a start point. Then tab key, press tab key. 2, 4, 5, enter. Oh, this unit is in UN, enter. Millimeters. Okay. All right, so um, all right. So I'm gonna just, so this line should be drawn at 45 degrees. All right, let me do that different way. Line, left click here, tab key, 45, tab key, 45, enter, escape. Then I left click here, drag the middle, drop it right there. That is done. Trim, line, space bar for line, left click, drag, tab key, press tab key, minus 45, 45, enter, escape. Oh, minus 30, not 45. L for line, enter. Tab key, minus 30, 30, enter, escape. Left click, drag, and move. That part is done. Space bar again for line. Left click, drag, press tab key, 30 degrees, 30, enter, enter. Left click, grip the middle, drag to this end. Then go ahead and trim. TR, enter 2 times, left click there, left click. Alright, probably I should just use outline to deal with it. Alright, go up here to outline, then click polyline. The next step is to divide the circumference into 12 equal parts. Left click here, type divide, div for divide, enter. Select object to divide, left click here. Number of segments I want, 12, 1, 2, enter. Well, nothing is visible here. It means that my point style is not set. To set my point style, type p-type, p-t-y-p-e, enter. Change from a dot to a visible one, then click on here, OK. That is now set. Now my next step is to draw a horizontal line. I'm gonna use XL or construction line, horizontal, left click here. This should have been in construction, but TR for trim, TR, enter, left click here. My next move is to determine the circumference for this. And for that I type, I calculate that pi times diameter, which is, let me use calculator, CAL, calculator, CAL, calculator is 3.142 multiply 3.142 times 42 times 3.142 times, I think this is times, let me see, 40. No, I'm not quite sure why this calculator is not showing all the features. Basic calculator mode. Alright, so the total is 126. So I'm going to line 126. What I'll be doing in this case, I will be using circle, C for circle, using 2-point, 2P, and I will be starting here. Left click here for the first point. The next point is 126, enter. So this now is the circumference of the line. I'm going to trim off the excess. TR, enter, enter. Left click here, left click there. Delete this now. Delete. So this line is, this doesn't seem as right. Let me check to confirm. $126. Yeah, this is correct. Let me dimension this to see if it is right. 126. Yes, it's correct. So my next step is to divide this into 12 equal parts. This should have been in construction. So let me put that to the right layer. Match property MA, enter. Left click here, left click there. Now, next step is to divide this into 12 equal parts. DIV for divide, enter. Select object to be divided, left click here. Enter number of segments. Command enter number of segments. 12, enter. Now this is that. Okay, so now that is done. My next step is to use rectangle command. Change to this layer, rectangle. I left click here on my start point, then I go up to the point where that touches there, and the middle of this point. Oh no, here's the first point. That's the first point. That's point number 1. Space bar to reactivate. I left click here, then drag this up to the point where it touches that, up to the center here. Oh, no, this will be the second point here. 2. Go again, space bar to reactivate. Left click here, drag this up to there, up to the third point. Space bar to reactivate. Left click here, then that goes up to that. Space bar to reactivate command. When I go up to the 6th point, then go up there. So it's still be on the same. Space bar to reactivate. I will then click here, bring that up to that, up to the midpoint here. Space bar to reactivate. Left click here, then bring this up to that point. Space bar to reactivate. Left click here, bring this up to that point. Space bar to reactivate. Left click here, bring this up to that point. spacebar to reactivate, and left click here to bring this up to that point. Spacebar to reactivate, bring this up to that. That point. I think this one might be a little bit too high. Which one? Spacebar to reactivate. Left click here. Bring this up to that point. Spacebar to reactivate, and it will end up back here. Left click here and go up to that point of that point there. And now I'm gonna use spline. Use spline, SPL, enter, and I'm gonna change my outline layer. Outline. So I start with the first one. The first point is here. Left click here. Turn off AutoCAD mode. Left click here. Left click there. 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 Here. Here. Then here. There. Those points is off. And here. Here. Then drag up a little bit. Click. Enter. Then trim. TR. Enter. Enter. I think this point is a little bit up. It's up too far. This point. I think I missed that point. That point should have been like down here. Or someplace like. So that part is done. That part is done. And what I'm gonna do in this case is to use a different color layer. I'm gonna turn off this layer and use a different color layer to do the lower section. So it's good in cases like these. It is good to have two different color lines for your construction. Spacebar. Alright, this part is done. So I'm gonna create a new layer. LA for layer, enter. New layer icon. CO new layer icon. CON2. Use this color for that. Line width 0.25. Okay. Turn off this layer. That is off. Alright. Now I'm gonna draw the lower part for this. Alright. So rectangle, rectangle. Starting with the first point here. Left click here. Go up to my first point, which is here. First point, which is here. Click here. First point. Space bar to reactivate. Left click here. Go up to there. Go up to the second point. Space bar to reactivate. Space bar to reactivate. Left click here. That would have been like for that. I'll tell you what I'm going to go into it. Space bar to reactivate. Space bar to reactivate. Space bar to reactivate. Click here. Up to that. Up to here. Undo. Left click here. Space bar to reactivate. Space bar to reactivate. Space bar to reactivate. space bar to reactivate, space bar to reactivate, space bar to reactivate, space bar to reactivate, SPL, enter, spline. So we start here, one, go to the right layer, outline, SPL, enter, start here, go to there, here, one is missing. Alright, so here, one would have been, here. Well, it depends on if I start here. One would have been here. Check my pass. Yeah, so that is it. I basically cut this at a different location